From a housing and community service delivery perspective, it is a great honor to see such a milestone. This project started in 2022, and within a space of 1 year, this progress has been made, leading to the commissioning that we are witnessing today. I would like to thank my colleagues in the various departments that were involved in ensuring the completion of this project. It is a job well done, and thank you for the cooperation that we received and the excellent service delivery that we are witnessing. So I am happy for the beneficiaries who are here, who responded to the call that we made sometime in July last year to say those that are keen in getting stands in this Pumula area. We were offering 117 stands, and the response was overwhelming. We got over 800 respondents who were interested in these stands, to indicate that the residents of Bulawayo have got confidence in the services that we are providing. Yes, we face challenges here and there in the delivery of stands, but in this case, the overwhelming response ensured that we managed to get people, beneficiaries who really had money, and that money enables us to have sufficient resources to embark and tackle this project. So this is where we are. The availability of adequate resources ensured that we reach this stage. So we are happy, and this is testimony to say with adequate resources, your city is capable of reaching this stage in terms of service delivery. And from where we are now saying where to. Now I'm addressing the beneficiaries of the scheme. Congratulations, like she indicated, to selling over standard, and congratulations again. Now, as we move forward, you are now going to engage the housing office, which is Pumula Housing Office. In that housing office, the housing office is going to process your agreement of sale documents. They are already done. So the housing office will call you one by one to ensure that you go and sign your agreement of sale documents. Once we have got the agreement of sale document, the next stage is for you to be shown the pegs. So the housing office will arrange you in groups so that the surveyor comes here, and for those with agreement of sale documents, they will be shown the survey pegs. The survey pegs indicate your boundaries, and you will sign a copy, and thereafter it's your responsibility to take care of those pegs, because if you are not sure of the peg, you relocate the peg at your own expense. So we should be careful and guard against those pegs. Once that has been done, you now know your pegs. You now get a craftsperson to do the plans for you. The craftsperson should be somebody who is qualified and who is competent enough to ensure that a plan that complies with the building conditions is done, so that it also enables us to ensure that the plan is approved as quickly as possible. So you get those plans submitted. Once they are approved, then you can come to the site to start building. And then also let me emphasize that we don't allow illegal structures. You have to build in accordance with the approved plan. So that should be made clear. And when you start building, obviously there are stages. starting with the foundation trenches. We have an inspector who is resident in Pumula who will assist you to ensure that the construction that takes place is in accordance with the approved plan. So there are various inspections that we do at foundation trenches, at slab level, at window level, and once you have done what is called the roof carcassing, we also inspect. And once you have completed the building, there's drain laying. We also inspect drain laying. And once the drain laying has been inspected and approved, the final stage is that we issue you with what we call a certificate of occupation. That is what allows you to go now and reside in that building, because you'll have fully complied with all the conditions. So this is where we are. These are the processes that we need to follow. Like I indicated, that I'm now addressing the beneficiaries. For any other clarification or challenges, you liaise with the housing office.
Hi, my name is Alice, an artificial intelligence presenter at site. Tune into the Breakfast Club, a current affairs program on Esaki Online every weekday at 9 a.m. We also have a woman-focused program, Girl Let's Talk, every Thursday at 10 a.m. And Fix My City, a service delivery program at 10 a.m. every Friday on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Make sure to follow site on all social media platforms and visit our website at www.site.org.cw.
This project that you are here witnessing was done in-house by the City of Bulawayo. The contractor was City of Bulawayo. Subcontractor was Asphalt. The project cost was $380,000 US, which is ukufake ngamapoint hayi ungaslope ngoba irate yabilokhu ichange. In terms of timelines, we started on February, on the 6th of February. This is when we started works on this site. It was not easy working on this site. We had a number of challenges, especially rock outcrops. Blast up sensor. Amanye challenges, of course, was on equipment. But we are also glad that we are not only here to witness the commissioning of 117 high-density stands, the Pumula, but also to commission 8 NP200 service vehicles, 2 trucks that will benefit our solid waste management, and also a grader. Maybe just to give you a background in terms of the number of vehicles that we have. The total fleet, the City of Bulawayo that usually have, is hovering around 322 vehicles, 324 vehicles. But 65% of those vehicles, 231, are obsolete. And the ones that we work with, repair, is 35% of that. But we need almost 14 million US to get rid of all those Zonesis Motors Fileo, obsolete vehicles, 231. But anyway, we are glad we are witnessing progress. It's a moving target. We are commissioning new plant and vehicles for service delivery. Then coming to residents in terms of benefiting on this project, there are also procedures. Ukhulumile lapha uDirector Housing, Mr. Khumalo, ngama procedures ukuthi how do we go about nxa isakhiwo siyakhiwa all the way to getting occupation certificate. Bese sokulandela ilokhuzeni i-connection yamanzi. We usually don't allow you ukuthi uconnect amanzi ungaka-connect isuwa. Isizathu ngesokuthi ungakwanisa ukuthi uconnect isuwa usebenzisa ibhakidi. But ukuthi uconnect amanzi uzawa flash isuwa liyani siyangaphi. Yonke kunanzelela. So i-priority iqala ngesuwa. Apply for isuwa connection e-tower block 50 floor. Bakwenzela ilokhuzeni i-connection yesuwa bese kulandela i-water connection. This is the procedure eyako Bulawayo. In terms of vandalism, siyakwazi ukuthi abanye abakwazi ukuthi nxa uflash ilokhuzi ingcekeza leyi iyanga. Libona izitishi zonke lezi elizibonayo lapha. Abanye phela babona ngani ngamabhimu. Ufika jikijele phakathi amaphampa lani into ezinjalo. This is a new setup. This is a new residential area. Let's look after our infrastructure. Let's minimize vandalism. Okunye okumele maybe ngokukhulume lapha ongani kuyasichaya kakhulu. Isuwa maintenance qalisela kuwe wena mnikazi wendlu. Omama lapha siyakwazi ukuthi nxa imbiza lezana lifuna ukuthi zibe ngani ziyacazimula. Sile chebe liyane sithandayo leya. Yona lani ichebe yophambanisayo yona leya. Lokunye esikufaka khona phana emasinkini. Anti sikunanzelele. Ngoba yikho lapho okuqalisela khona isuwa blockage. Kube sokusiba andla kubona kuligabha lobana igodi elikhona phana ekitchen what we call it a galley trap. I-galley trap abasebengani sebekhulile mbijana liyakwazi ukuthi kudala kwakule ingani kwakuyinkomicho yayihlala phakathi kwe-galley trap. Wawusithi ingagcwala uyikhiphe uyelahla lokhuzeni. Anti yikho. But akusekho konke lokho. So what you have then to look at ukuthi i-galley trap yakho ingagcwala. Gqoka ilokhuzeni iglove. Keep ilokhuzeni ingcekeza liyani uyayilahla somewhere. Ubungaveli ingene kusuwa. Isiya blocka ngaphi? Isitishi sakho lesiya. Dakunanzelela. So isuwa maintenance, it's starting at the household level. This is where we are supposed to start. Then sikhona phana on the galley trap. We have what we call a galley surround. Ndiyayibona i-galley surround. Okuvimba ukuthi ungangena izinto phakathi kwe-galley trap. Abanye ngiyananzelela ungangena khona pha nxa sokufaka iphaver. Nxa lingasamtshela ngakuhle ubhilidi ebona ngani yenze kuhle wacicisa walayinisa kuhle iphaver lana. Uflashe le lokhuzeni le-galley trap. Uyaphambanisa ngoba what you are doing you actually allowing ingcekeza ukuthi ingene ngaphi. So i-galley trap should always be a galley trap with a galley surround. Iphezukwane kwe-paver. So lingaphambanisi khona. Ungabona indlu ingela galley trap, reinstate that galley trap, especially the galley surround, and protect our sewers. Emanzini you come we actually used to store water meters. We are saying meter yakho ubuye layo siyiteste. Space sikureimburse imali zakho zokuconnect amanzi. Especially ukuthenga imeter. But we are thenga imeter sizoyitesta thina. Awuthenga imeter ufuthi udinga uprivate uplumber afika zokuinstalllela lokhuze. Thina kithi sokuyi-illegal connection. So ngicela sikunanzelele khonokho.
The City of Bulawayo's key driver in housing delivery is to provide residents with affordable and quality settlements. The city continues to have a growing backlog in its housing waiting list, and it is our mandate to try and ensure that we have affordable and adequate housing for all our residents. We are today commissioning 117 housing stands in Pumula South, which were sold through the pre-sale scheme and were serviced by the City Council of Bulawayo. I congratulate the team for ensuring the success of the project and its completion. We note that in housing provision, we need to avail quality housing that addresses inadequacies and infrastructure which will usually bog down most urban local authorities. The Pumula South stands have been serviced with key infrastructure such as water, roads, and public lighting in the form of tower lights, which will be put up in the near future. The above are key for a safe and inclusive city and in modernizing our human settlements. The City of Bulawayo knows that it is imperative to build inclusive cities which are safe for women and girls as well. There is a need to ensure the prioritization of public lighting and other key services for a smart city. In addressing security and inclusion, we need to have well-managed modernization that can revitalize urban spaces against lack of access to basic services. It is for that reason that why the City of Bulawayo emphasizes the need for housing constructions to be coupled with the requisite services. The beneficiaries are getting stands that have been serviced with requisite services. I am sure that the beneficiaries of the stands were already impatient, hoping that we will allow them to construct their houses while we work on the servicing. While we faced delays in completing the project, it is our wish to deliver quality stands for urban dwellers, which is synonymous with who Bulawayo is. As you build your houses, it is my hope that you will follow the necessary building laws and building bylaws. Let us also utilize the new construction technologies that are available in ensuring that we adapt to the environment and world technologies. In servicing of these stands, we also made use of plant and equipment from the City of Bulawayo, which was purchased earlier this year. We are thus able to see the need to have more of these for housing delivery, generally service delivery and maintenance of the city. I am glad that we are today commissioning not only the stands but service vehicles, which include 8 Nissan N2 200 pickup trucks, 2 Nissan refuse compactors. Bengicabanga is a chayizan. Ngoba lokho kuyatshengisa ukuthi umsebenzi uzahamba lobongcishi. 2 Nissan refuse compactors, 1 CAT motorized grader. These vehicles also come at an opportune time where the city needed to replenish its refuse compactor fleet, which is prone to breakdowns. The 2 new vehicles will ease our challenges in refuse collection, although we still need to purchase more efficient refuse collection. We also need to support the city by ensuring that we desist from dumping and littering around us. I encourage that new property owners of Pumula South to be good stewards and ensure that they keep their households, neighborhood, and Bulawayo clean.
The government of Zimbabwe is mandated to ensure that every citizen has access to adequate shelter. In the same vein, shelter is a basic human right as enshrined in the Constitution of Zimbabwe. The commissioning of these stands today fulfills the government and the local government mandate of housing provision and ensuring access to adequate shelter. The country faces an increasing housing backlog, and similarly, Bulawayo is not spared. Also affecting adequate housing provision is the lack of access to social amenities and on and off-site infrastructure. I note that the City of Bulawayo, various efforts are made where the stands are availed to ensure that the requisite infrastructure is available for project beneficiaries. The servicing of stands ensures that the mandate is fulfilled and that the housing owners do not face a challenge of having to provide the services themselves. This aspect starts from the spatial planning stage, when our planners have to develop ways and strategies that ensure that this finite resource is able to adequately accommodate all of us. This is also in line with the rapid urban to rural migration, where urban centers have been forced to accommodate everyone. The urban sprawl requires the exploration of various housing delivery models. We also need to develop and ensure adoption of crucial elements on housing development, as these are key in housing delivery. Some of these crucial elements are outlined in the Zimbabwe National Human Settlement Policy of 2021. The policy informs the implementation of key facets of Sustainable Development Goals 2030 Agenda, the African Union Agenda 2063, and the National Development Strategy 1, NDS1, and the country's vision towards a prosperous and empowered upper middle income economy by 2030. The policy calls on the need to have multifaceted strategies in housing provision, and I am glad that the City of Bulawayo utilizes this in housing delivery through its various platforms and schemes. In ensuring housing delivery, we also need to reduce the diversity and differences between rural and urban areas. This would be key in reducing rural to urban migration. It is, however, unfortunate that various challenges such as climate changes, economic challenges, and urban encroachment into rural areas affect housing development. It is thus a challenge to us to ensure that we make use of innovative building technologies, utilize green energy, and protect our green spaces. May I also take this opportunity to congratulate the City of Bulawayo for purchasing these plants and equipment. The importance of machinery in service delivery cannot be overemphasized. It is my hope that the refuse compactors will go a long way in alleviating the challenges the city has been facing. May I also call on the residents of the City of Kings to protect this equipment so that it sustains us for many years to come. Congratulations to the new property and to the City of Bulawayo.
Think ama compactors aphezulu kakhulu ukuthi sithi sikhwele ledo meya lo tafla bengangena kulezi ezincane phezulu kakhulu akuthola ukuthi ume ngakwazi ukugada imoto yonke le. It's a very specialized machine. Okay, what to talk like that's great. I think I teach you that's light la light. Moyo halala. Siyabonga kakhulu. Okakhathesi will go on a site tour.
First off, ehlangana kona le what news Kiyo. That's vula libone phakathi ndawo. Ntamene ube ne-ticket bamsana. Bayinza ndoda ungasebenza for ama blockages. So that amwana nekwazi ukuthi usebenzele lapho siya kwenye next memo. Esibili nxa iline ichona eyisibuye ngane iphezulu. Change of gradient. Esithathu i-change of direction. Nxa isikhonsiyad ne-khonsiyad bafaka isithithi. Ungathola setuzana besithi hayi ezami isendi zingu-3. Ama-engineer asesitshene ethi ayikho khonokho kumele zibe ngu-3. Ezingule change of direction ngoba change of gradient kule kusisebenze kuhle kumele kwenzani. Le mini eqalisa kwenishuwa. Esiqala kwenishuwa uqasa kunje. So means akula anything evela ngani. Iqasa kusiyani. Awuqasa bakusiyani. Ngamanzi umuntu eflatha labantu aba1 2. Amanzi abala
All credit goes to team kababa town clerk ubaba uDube. Sibonga ngabo mabhima sithengele bona. Sithemba ukuthi isity yethu izahlanzeka njengesikhalazo sika mayor wethu ubaba uDavid Coltard. Ngithanda futhi lokubonga izimota lezi ezincane lezi if you notice ama sewage lama water based kade kugcwele emalokishini lapha andi. So izimota lezi ngithemba zizancedisa to ease the pressures kuma sewer base zisebenziswa ama technicians ethu labo bonke abalokwenza ngakhonokho. Ngisithi laba iza ama beneficiaries endawo le bakithi labonke indawo yenu ihlanzekile noma lizayakha bakithi sicelani ligcine ihlanzekile njalo lingaphonga ukujikela izinto ezichoka amasuwa. I'm an engineer myself. I understand ukuthi udirector nxa lapha ade khuluma ngamalokhu zenini ngokuchoka amasuwa kuchoni. Abanye siyajikela ama pampers khona phana, sijikela izithwala khona phana. Kathesi akula manzi labonke uBulawayo kuomile. So nxa amanzi engahambi lapha because isuwa ilokunye sikuthi i-self cleansing velocity. So nxa engahambi amanzi lapha engagelezi kuyama lapha kuchoka isuwa kuvala isuwa yikho sicina izititshi zidubuka bathandekayo. So hayi ngithemba ngalawa amafishane bakithi sizagcina indawo yethu njengoba sitholi injalo andi.